Aside 2, Ildress the Evil One and Ydyg the Clean. A brilliant silver dragon flies in for a landing in the moorland. Her great 50-foot wingspan beats the air, kicking up clouds of dirt and detritus as she slows her descent. Even slowed, her massive 150-plus ton form leaves gouges in the soft loam as she skids to a final halt. Her dense bulk held gracefully upon her tree-trunk-sized legs. She holds herself with the grace and poise of an empress, and the calm of a saint. The dragon waiting for her could not be more different if they were photonegatives. Dark, nearly pitch-black scales make the dragon sunning himself look like a blot of ink dropped on a green velvet sheet. He stands, his full head of horns curve around his skull like a gnarled helmet, showing signs of combat in the past. He stretches and shakes his nearly 100-foot length as he raises slowly from his position. He, too, weighs enough to cave in the ground, but seems much more blasé about it. His claws sink deep into the loamy grass, unconcernedly getting bits of it stuck between his claws and on the edges of scales. The silver dragoness wrinkles her muzzle at this, but presses onward. She takes a step forward and rubs necks with the black dragon.
Brother, it has been far too long!
Her voice is like a tinkling choir of bells.
Sister.
His voice is deep. Its basso rumble shakes the loose stones around them. But he nevertheless greets his sister with an affectionate nuzzle as well.
Come, I have found an excellent spot to spread out.
Ildress leads the two of them over to the rocky outcropping he was previously laying upon. He spreads out on it, wiggling to get comfortable, and once he is settled, Ydyg drapes herself across him, like they once did so many centuries ago when they were hatchlings. Ydyg rumbles her pleasure. She always secretly enjoyed how much of the sun's warmth her brother's scales absorbed. He made an excellent heater. Ildress huffs and waits for her to stop moving, but he does not speak. Ydyg is content to let him settle his thoughts, but eventually prompts him.
Why have you called me, brother? Not that I do not enjoy your company, but this is rare, even for you.
Do you remember that blue whelp from the Americas?
Brother, you call anyone younger than 2 millennia a whelp. To whom are you referring?
Emir. He has territory in one of the Great Lakes, as they're called.
I do seem to recall a blue dragon from North America observing the last conclave. What about him?
Someone has assassinated him.
Ydyg freezes mid-stretch and cranes her neck to focus her full attention upon Ildress. All thoughts of relaxation abandoned.
What? Are you certain? It could have been a territorial dispute. That copper dragon from...
I am most positive, sister. He was slain by small bits of metal. Bullets, I believe they are called. Especially enchanted to pierce a dragon's hide.
Ydyg rubs the side of her neck with her wing, a nervous tick from when they were both newborns.
Who's taking over the territory?
I have sent off one of my dragon priests to secretly resurrect him.
So he yet lives.
Barely. Currently he is being attended by the local dragon cult, along with some of my priests. The local human government is of course not aware that he is so weakened from his resurrection. It would not do to let them see our weakness. I do not like this. You know what must be done.
Yes, we must call the conclave early.
I concur. It will be several years ahead of schedule, however.
It cannot be helped.
You know that you must be the one to bring this news. If I do it...
You know that you are just as valued as myself, brother.
Perhaps, but It will still look better if the good Duin does the presenting.
If you insist, brother, it shall be so.
Meanwhile, I will send some disciples to sniff around the local human settlements, subtly.
If they are noticed...
It will be faux pas at worst, sister mine. It will seem as if I believe that Amir is not competent enough to control his own territories.
And of course, everyone already thinks that you feel that way about the younger dragons. Very clever, brother.
Ydyg nuzzles his neck again.
I must go. If I am to call the conclave, preparations must be made. Stay safe, brother.
You as well, sister.
The two of them take off in separate directions.